gear in the usual peg number one, but I've spent quite a while just walking around the lake and watching and listening and what have you, and not seeing much at all until a little while ago I saw a fish tail walk just in front of the island, in front of this swim. And I've also seen a couple of small ghosties swimming around. Now, what I saw tail walking didn't look huge, it didn't look small either. It might have been one of the ghosties, I'm not sure. But based on the fact I've seen a couple of fish going in this swim, it could be a mistake, I don't know. A couple of fish moving. So, without further ado, I'm going to get my pod set up, get the rods out. So, catch you in a while. Watch guys, so the house is up, cup of tea on the go, and rods are out and we're fishing. So the left hand rod has gone out to where I've seen a couple of sort of small shows. Now they might not be carp, they might, but they could be. They're definitely not bird life, they're some sort of fish, but they seem too big for the silvers. So I've got a rod over towards where I've seen some fish showing on the left hand rod towards the island, The right hand rod was put out with a baiting pole close to the right hand island, well, sort of almost straight out in front really, but just to the right hand side. So that's the rods out. One's using a running lead on the left hand rod and a lead clip on the right hand rod, and using the same rigs you've seen me use time and time again. Baits, both wafters. I'm hoping there's not too much crud on the bottom. I do like using wafters in here, don't really want to resort to pop-ups if I can help it. But yeah, so wafters on each rod. Now what I've started doing, I say started doing because I've done a couple of sessions which I've not put out for a couple of reasons. One, I've done a day session, it was bitterly cold, nothing happened, and I'd done a night and a morning, both sessions on Watergate, and again that was in swim number 1, and it was fruitless. Yeah, there was nothing showing up whatsoever. It was in that cold snap just before Christmas, and that's when the temperatures plummeted. Yeah, on the first day session I'd done, after lake had a sheet of cat ice over it, it was that cold, and the following week I came down and it was still pretty chilly, and I'd done a night, but yeah, no joy. I didn't put videos out, partly because they weren't very interesting, but I'm letting you know that I've been on here, I've done a day session and a night session, blanked on both, so I'm not normally one not to show the blanking sessions, it's just that it was a bit dull and boring, and also I didn't really have time, with Christmas approaching, to edit and get it uploaded, so yeah, I didn't bother. Hopefully this one will be a bit more interesting and we may see a fish or two, who knows, you never know on this lake. But to actually see some fish, like I say, I had all my gear on the trolley in swim number 1 earlier, and I saw a fish tail walk. I couldn't believe my eyes actually. It didn't make a noise, I didn't hear it, but it came up and I just saw plump and then up again, and down it went. I couldn't hear it, like I say, maybe it's because I was on the back of the wind, but yeah, it was a fish nonetheless. And then when I came down, there was another fella looking in the swim next door, and he'd seen a ghostie, which I've also seen swimming around the island. So that was enough for me to move into this swim. Down the other side I didn't see anything down there, but saying that, the guy that was looking in the swim next door, he said he's seen a few fish grubbing up the bottom on the far side of the lake. But yeah, so hopefully they're moving around and they're feeding, but time will tell. But yeah, no, I've had a really good Christmas and it's nice to be on the bank. So mild, I mean, yeah, I've got 2 fleeces on, but I am not cold at all. There's not part of me that's cold. It may change when the sun goes down, it might get a bit chillier, but it is warm. I'm not too sure. Let's just see what the temperature actually is. We've got a southwesterly at the moment, I know that. But it's saying the temperature is 10 degrees. Tonight it's going down to 6 degrees. Tomorrow, some rain expected, and going down to 4 degrees. So yeah, really quite mild. I took the Christmas decorations down yesterday, the ones hanging from the guttering, and it was so warm. I've done it in my t-shirt. It was just yeah, it was t-shirt weather in January yesterday, so yeah, make of that what you will. But mad weather, hopefully enough to get the fish feeding. I know the fish in my pond before Christmas in that cold snap, they was all huddled together, they weren't doing anything, and the last few days they've been searching around for food, and yeah, they've eaten everything I put in there at the moment, so yeah, they're an indication of what's going by. Yeah, hopefully these fish are also on the move and open to feed. But anyway, I'm waffling, I'll catch you in a little while. Watch you guys. It's just gone 3 o'clock, and about half hour ago, right hand rod was away. Fish was on. I was rod hooped over, trying to get it away from the snags of the island, and yeah, the line just parted. Came back all frayed at the end, so it's obviously been rubbing against some nasty snag, and yeah, fish lost, so absolutely gutted. But anyway, got rigged up, and as I was putting the bait out on the spoon, fellas came walking around, and I'm down by the front of the rods putting the spoon out. I said, whoa, 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 there's a fish right next to your baiting spoon. I said, what? He said, yeah, just don't move. So I couldn't see it from my angle. And he said, right, okay, it's gone back into next to the island. So I've eased it back out a bit more. And then a couple of fish came out under the spoon. And they disappeared, drifted off. Put it back out. Got it right on the spot I wanted. Not too close to the island, it's a little bit off. Tipped it over. And slowly got the spoon back, and then as I'm bringing the spoon back in, they're still in the area, so they just were not spooked at all by the spoon going over. And once I got the spoon in, got the the bobbin on the rod, etc., and there's 2 or 3 fish right over where I tipped the spoon over. So there's definitely fish in the area still. Hopefully they're not too spooked. Like I say, they didn't seem bothered by the spoon. It's almost as if, and the fellow who was watching, he said it's almost as if they heard the spoon going out and they come out to investigate it. Yeah, they came out the snags right next to the island. They just drifted out of nowhere because I couldn't see them. I've been looking for them and I couldn't see them. And they come out with a bait spoon and literally you were underneath it. But anyway, I'm pretty confident that there's still fish out there, and they definitely know the bait is there. I didn't put a lot out, just a little PVA bag again, mesh bag, and a few little bits of crumb boilie and a little bit of pellet. Literally, sort of thing you'd give to a robin that's at your rods. It's not much at all, just literally a small palmful of bait. But like I say, they know it's there and they've been milling over the top of it, so feeling confident, maybe a bit too confident. Anyway, I better get the mess sorted out from where I've re-rigged up. Maybe tie a fresh rig up just in case I need another one. But yeah, fingers crossed we get another chance, and that wasn't it, and I've blown it. We'll see. Anyway, catch you in a little. Okay, I know some of you may be wondering, what's he having for dinner tonight? Well, I've got carp chili con carne and rice, so I've got to get that in that, put it on that, and I'll catch up with you in a little while. Oh yes, it's nearly ready. Okay guys, before I get started, I'm going to tuck into me dinner. Chili's nearly done. Got some spicy Doritos to dip in it and to cool my mouth down afterwards, and because it's New Year, can of San Miguel, and as it's Christmas still, nearly, Mrs told me to bring this and have this as well, so I've got a lovely panettone as a dessert. Happy days. So anyway, I'm going to get tucked into this and I'll catch you later. Good evening guys, 4:25. Technically really afternoon, not really evening, but it is approaching evening time, I guess. It's starting to get dark. It's probably darker than it appears on the camera. So yeah, the rods are out for the night, and yeah, we'll see what the night brings. I have seen a fish crash out a couple of times straight behind me. I don't know if you can see out there, there's a little island and then there's the spit. They sort of crashed out between the two, came out twice, so the fish are definitely moving, which is a good sign, because all the time they're moving they're also going to need their energy, so they're going to need to munch every now and again. So so fingers crossed I'll see you in the night, or you'll see me, and failing that I'll catch up with you in the morning. But I think the light is going, because I think the camera's struggling to focus. So we'll call it a night there, and hopefully see you in the hours of darkness. Hiya guys, just about 11:30, and just want to give you a quick catch up. I was lying in the bed, I had a nice fish crash out straight out in front, and just a few minutes ago I also had a little bit of a knock on the right hand rod. A knock or a twitch, I don't know, but a little bit of indication. Nothing came of it, so that's about it. But anyway, just about to have a cup of tea and keep my ear out, see if I can hear or try and see anything. But that's a catch up, and I'll speak to you later. Good morning guys, just gone 7:30, still pretty dark. Hope you can see me. And yeah, a quiet night. I've heard a few fish crashing. I was woken up to the right hand rod with a few knocks on it. I did think it was going to go, so out of the bag, hovering over the rod, and the bobbin just settled back down. So I'm wondering whether it might have been a coot out there. Could have been a liner, or I could have been done. I'm not too sure, but it was some sort of activity. It was sort of shot to the top, back down, then a little twitch, and then back down. So yeah, there was definitely something out there. Probably a liner, in all fairness, but I couldn't see any coots out there or hear them. But yeah, that's the state of play at the moment. Anyway, I'm going to get the kettle on, and I'll catch you in a little while. Okay guys, it is now 9 o'clock. I was just sitting in the bivvy with the door down, letterbox style. The wind has got up, the rain's picked up. The camera's actually inside the bivvy at the moment, keeping dry, which is where I want to be. But I've had a lovely ghostie on the right hand rod. Bit of a battle to get it in, but I've got it, and it's 15 £2. Lovely fish, and what a nice way to start the year's fishing. So there we go, 15 £2 Watergate ghostie, first fish of 2022. I'm very happy with that, very happy. Let's get a bit of water on him. So 15 £2 Watergate ghostie. There you go guys, happy days, happy days. There's the other side, 15 £2. What a nice fish. I'm going to get him back, so I can get back in the bivvy myself. He's going to get wet, and I'm going to try and get dry. So I'll see you in a little while. Morning guys, just getting up for midday. Not done much filming because the weather's been torrential. It's been heavy rain, very strong blustery winds, very strong. Fortunately coming from behind the bivvy, but and the temperature's plummeted. My hands are feeling quite cold now. The wind has got a certain chill to it coming from the north. But yeah, it's plummeted in temperature, so it's a bit different to yesterday, but glad to have had that fish earlier. Rods are still out, but I'm going to start slowly packing down now. It could be towards the end of the vlog. I was hoping to show you a couple of my Christmas presents, but what with the weather being the way it is, and the fact I want to sort of pack up in between the showers, yeah, I might not get a chance to do that, so maybe next time. But anyway, I'll see what I can do. But like I said, I'm going to have a cup of tea and then slowly start packing down. So I'll catch you in a little while. Alright guys, before I go, I just wanted to quickly give you a glimpse of this Christmas present I got. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Hopefully I'll show you next time and do a more detailed review. But in the meantime, you can maybe have a guess what you think it is. I have been using it this session. I should have filmed it yesterday when the conditions were better, but when I was using it this morning, the weather conditions were atrocious and not good for filming. So anyway, hopefully I'll show you this next time, but I am very happy with it. It definitely does the job that it's designed for. What is it? Some of you probably know, but others may have to wait until the next episode. Anyway, I'll put that away now. And the missus, my beautiful wife, done me very proud this year, and she's got me a power bower, the Nash power bower. Obviously first time using it, and it got me round here nice and easy. Yeah, really impressed with it. It's very stable. I mean, I'm rocking that big time, and it's not going nowhere. It's got most of my gear on it. The only thing that's got on it now is the bivvy and the rods. But yeah, super stable and a great bit of kit. So again, let me do some tryouts on this, work out different ways of loading it, and then I'll give you a more in-depth review in the near future. But first impressions are very good. Thank you, Tina.